Hello, everyone. Today I will tell you the inspiring story of Allama Muhammad Iqbal, whose words awakened nations and reshaped the destiny of Muslims. Known as the Poet of the East, he was a poet, philosopher, and visionary leader who called Muslims toward self-realization and revival. Allama Muhammad Iqbal was born on November 9, 1877 in Sialkot, Punjab, during British rule in India. He belonged to a humble and religious family. His father, Sheikh Nur Muhammad, was a pious tailor linked to Sufism, while his mother, Imam Bibi, supported his education. Iqbal was the second child in his family, with one elder brother, Atta Muhammad, and three sisters, Fatima, Taleb Bibi, and Karim Bibi. Growing up simply, he learned humility, hard work, and love for knowledge, shaping the mind of a future great thinker and poet. From childhood, Allama Iqbal showed exceptional intelligence. Raised in a modest home, he memorized the Holy Quran and developed strong skills in Persian and Urdu. His teacher, Syed Mir Hassan, introduced him to Islamic literature and poetry, shaping his early intellectual growth. Iqbal studied at Scotch Mission College in Sialkot, where he earned his Bachelor of Arts. He later joined Government College Lahore and completed his master's degree in philosophy. There, his mentor, Thomas Arnold, inspired him to explore Western philosophy alongside Islamic thought. In 1905, Iqbal traveled to Europe for higher studies. He studied at Trinity College, Cambridge, earned a law degree in London, and completed a doctorate in philosophy in Munich. His research focused on Persian metaphysics and deepened his global outlook. The political decline of Muslim powers and British rule in India deeply affected Iqbal. He became aware of Muslim disunity and loss of identity. These realities pushed him to think about revival, dignity, and unity among Muslims across the world. Iqbal was inspired by Sufi poets like Rumi, whom he regarded as his spiritual guide. He also learned from Western thinkers such as Nietzsche and Goethe. By combining Eastern spirituality with Western energy, he developed a unique and powerful philosophy. By nature, Iqbal was thoughtful, visionary, and deeply spiritual. Though humble, his ideas were bold and transformative. He avoided personal fame and often questioned whether his role was that of a poet or a reformer guiding society. Iqbal married 3 times and had 5 children. He shared a close bond with his son Javed Iqbal, whose writings reveal Iqbal as a caring yet disciplined father. His friendship with Sir Abdul Qadir supported his literary journey. Despite his fame, Iqbal faced financial struggles and health problems, especially in later years. He suffered from illness and criticism from both religious conservatives and secular thinkers, yet he remained firm in his mission. Iqbal lived during British colonial rule, a period of political awakening and rising tensions. He believed Muslims needed education, self-respect, and independence. His multilingual skills helped him connect with diverse communities. He began his career as a poet in Sialkot and later taught philosophy in Lahore. His poetry collections awakened Muslim pride and self-belief. His concept of hudi emphasized self-realization and inner strength. In his historic address at Allahabad, Iqbal presented the idea of a separate Muslim homeland. Though not a politician, his vision influenced leaders like Muhammad Ali Jinnah and became the foundation of Pakistan. Iqbal's impact continues today. He is honored as Pakistan's national poet, and his ideas remain part of education, culture, and philosophy. His poetry still inspires faith, action, and hope across generations. Allama Muhammad Iqbal's philosophy centered on the idea of hudi, or selfhood. He believed that true greatness came from strengthening the inner self through faith, knowledge, and action. Inspired by Rumi and Western thinkers, he urged individuals to awaken their hidden potential. Iqbal believed Islam was a living and dynamic faith. he encouraged Muslims to use independent reasoning to reinterpret religious principles according to modern needs. For him, Islam was not static, but a force meant to guide progress and moral strength. He also imagined the Muslim Ummah as a global brotherhood united by shared values and faith rather than geography. Iqbal believed that spiritual unity was stronger than borders and essential for Muslim revival. Through his poetry, Iqbal expressed deep philosophical ideas. In his Persian work, Asrar-i-Hudi, he explained self-realization as a divine spark within humans, calling Muslims to rise above weakness and passivity. In his famous Urdu poems Shikwa and Jawab-i-Shikwa, Iqbal voiced the complaints of Muslims and then presented God's response. These poems stressed responsibility, faith, and the need for self-reform rather than blame. His book, The Reconstruction of Religious Thought in Islam, presented a modern understanding of Islam. It combined science, reason, and spirituality, offering a thoughtful path for Muslims living in a changing world. Iqbal's ideas deeply influenced future leaders. His thoughts inspired Muhammad Ali Jinnah and helped shape the two-nation theory, which later led to the creation of Pakistan. His philosophy also reached Muslim thinkers beyond South Asia. Many global scholars and poets were influenced by him. Thinkers like Ali Shariati and Muhammad Asad echoed his call for Islamic renewal, while poets such as Faiz Ahmed Faiz drew inspiration from his style and message. One important moment in Iqbal's life came when he recited Nala-i-Yatim at a poetry gathering in Lahore. The poem revealed his concern for society and earned him recognition as a poet with a social mission. Another defining moment was his historic address at Allahabad, where he clearly presented the idea of a separate Muslim state. This speech became a turning point in political history of South Asia. Iqbal's personal choices reflected his values. While studying in London, he declined a well-paid academic position and returned home, choosing service to his people over personal comfort. As a father, he guided his children with wisdom. He once gifted a copy of Asrar-i-Hudi to his son Javed, advising him to find his own path, showing his belief in independence and self-growth. Today, photographs of Iqbal wearing his signature cap and coat are preserved in museums. His handwritten manuscripts and letters, especially those written to Jinnah, continue to inspire scholars and readers around the world. Allama Muhammad Iqbal's life stands as a powerful proof of how ideas can change history. Through poetry and philosophy, he awakened a nation and inspired a global revival among Muslims. His concept of Hudi, his vision for Pakistan, and his timeless verses continue to guide individuals towards self-respect, unity, and purpose. Iqbal's message still invites reflection today. Readers are encouraged to explore his poetry, visit his preserved home in Lahore, and deeply think about his call to elevate the self. As Iqbal taught, the true aim of life is not merely to observe the world, but to become something meaningful within it. The works of Allama Iqbal have been studied and preserved through important books and research. His lectures were published as The Reconstruction of Religious Thought in Islam. Scholars like Anne-Marie Schimmel and Javed Majid analyzed his ideas and philosophy, while institutions such as Iqbal Academy Pakistan continue to protect his intellectual legacy. For further understanding, biographies, documentaries, and digital archives offer deeper insight into his life and thought. These resources help new generations connect with Iqbal's message of selfhood, independent thinking, and spiritual awakening. Important concepts associated with Iqbal include Hudi, meaning self-realization, Ijtihad, meaning independent reasoning, and the two-nation theory, which explained the need for separate political identity. His Allahabad address and influence on the Pakistan movement remains central to South Asian history. This biography is based on trusted academic sources, research institutions, and historical records. While public admiration continues across generations, this account highlights Iqbal's balanced vision, his intellectual depth, and his universal appeal as a poet, philosopher, and guide for humanity.